Hey, what's up? It's Patrick. It's Rose via Fire. And I pray this message reaches who it needs to reach. So let's talk about what is my biggest fear. You know what I'm saying? So for this message, man, I'm gonna give y'all two. I'm gonna give y'all two of my biggest fears. Um, so let's get into it. My first biggest fear is disrespecting God, bro. You know what I'm saying? This is one of my biggest fears, bro, is disrespecting God, bro. You know what I'm saying? And even though this is my biggest fear, people be disrespecting God on a regular basis. You know what I'm saying? People be committing my biggest fear every single day. And that's just the type of world that we living in. But for me personally, bro, disrespecting God is one of my biggest fears, bro. Like literally, bro. Like, you know how some people be like, oh, I fear heights, I fear this, I fear that, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep it real, bro. They be like, oh, I fear getting attacked by a wild animal. I fear getting I fear snakes. I fear this, I fear that, I fear getting shot, I fear this. I'm gonna keep it real with you, bro. Me personally, bro, one of my biggest fears, bro, like my top biggest fears is disrespecting God, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, bro, I'm gonna be real with you, bro. I'm just not a disrespectful person. Bro, I don't even be disrespecting like people that I'm cool with, bro. Like and that, bro, I don't be disrespecting my own friends and the people I'm cool with, bro. I'm just not a disrespectful person. So now just think about disrespecting God now. Like that's like even a level higher, bro, than disrespecting a person. Like even though they both bad, bro, like but you get what I'm trying to say though. Like me personally, bro, disrespecting God is one of my biggest fears, bro. And I'm gonna kind of get into like why I think like this, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Even though people every day is disrespecting God and this and that, like, I don't know, bro. It's like that's just how I always been, bro. I always been like a very respectful person, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna be real with you. I'm very respectful and that's just how it is. I don't know. Maybe it's just how God created me. So one of my biggest fears is just like disrespecting God because I feel like when you start disrespecting God, bro, like, bro, you got people be just talking any type of way when they talking to God, bro. Man, they be talking to God just wilding, bro. Like, I'm like, bro, y'all be talking disrespectful to God, bro. Like, you know how scary that is, bro? Do you know how scary it is to talk disrespectful to God, bro? To talk any type of way. These people be blaspheming God, bro. These people be committing blasphemy, bro. These people be blaspheming the Holy Spirit. They be blaspheming God because they talking so nasty towards God. Don't you know how scary that is? Disrespecting God, bro. Is because when you disrespect God, you could easily just commit blasphemy against the Holy Spirit and just end up in hell forever. That is the unforgivable sin, by the way. When you blaspheme the Holy Spirit, bro, you is not going to get forgiven in this life. And on judgment day, you going straight to hell because you done blaspheme the Holy Spirit. God is not going to forgive you for that sin. That's the one sin that God said, hey, I'm not forgiving you for that one. You know what I'm saying? And people just be walking around just talking nasty, bro, like just disrespectful, bro. These people be straight disrespectful. And let me tell you something, though. When you disrespect somebody who has the Holy Spirit within them, you also committing blasphemy towards the Holy Spirit. You know what I'm saying? And I learned that from Tiario, man. And I just want to say, bro, like, even you could be disrespecting a person, but that person has the Holy Spirit within them. You know what I'm saying? So this is why I don't even be disrespecting people and I don't even be disrespecting God, bro, because I'm just a respectful person, man. This stuff get deep. Some people may be like, oh, my biggest fear is spiders. My biggest fear is bugs and spiders and getting shot and getting murdered and all this stuff. This is my biggest fears. My biggest fear is a car accident. My biggest fear is this and that. But let me tell you something about when you disrespect God in a way that you commit blasphemy against the Holy Spirit, bro. That is way more scarier than getting shot. That is way more scarier than jumping off any heights, bro. That is way more scarier, and I tell you why. It's because you're not going to get forgiven for blaspheming the Holy Spirit. So this is why people need to watch how they talk, bro. People need to just watch how they talk when they talk to God, bro. Do not step to God with all this type of disrespect. Because you could just end up committing you could just end up committing blasphemy against the Holy Spirit, and you're gonna end up in hell burning forever, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because think about it. How can you talk disrespectfully towards God? Somewhere along the line, you gonna wind up committing blasphemy against the Holy Spirit, bro. Excuse my voice. It's just really like it's gonna happen, bro. Because you keep talking reckless towards God, bro. You gonna end up committing blasphemy against the Holy Spirit, one way or the other. Because you're not supposed to be talking disrespectfully towards God. What is wrong with these people, bro? Man, these people be talking any type of filth towards God. These people is no different from the beast, from the Antichrist, bro, because they talking blasphemy, bro. These people words and these people tongue and these people mouth, it just be speaking filth, bro. And then we living in a generation to where we living in a times to where as everybody disrespectful, bro. Everybody just say anything, bro. People saying some of the nastiest, filthiest things of all time, bro. People straight disrespectful, and I'm gonna keep it real with you. Respectful people is even getting more rare. Just like with any other trait that's good, bro, and positive. Respectful people is getting even more rare, bro. Because people is not respectful anymore, bro. You get what I mean, bro? A lot of these people biggest fears, bro, is just worldly fears, bro. These people ain't got no spiritual fears. So I'm gonna tell you something. Committing blasphemy towards the Holy Spirit and just disrespecting God is way more scarier than all these people's biggest fears. Way more scarier. It's just that these people is not spiritual to understand what's going on, bro. But yeah, that was my first biggest fear. Let's go on to the second one. This is another one right here. My second biggest fear is trying to use God for blessings, bro. Trying to use God for blessings. I fear that too, man. You know what I'm saying? People be trying to use God for blessings, bro. I fear that too, bro. Like, people be committing my biggest fears on a regular basis. You got all these religious people, man. They trying to use God for blessings. They trying to use God. Man, they be trying to use God for blessings. They be trying to use God for views. Man, they be trying to use God for money. Mega preachers trying to use God for money. These Christians trying to use God for a blessing. Man, these people don't care about God's will. All they care about is trying to use God for a blessing. But let me tell you something. Trying to use God for a blessing and trying to use God for blessings, that's another one of my biggest fears, bro. I always try to keep it real with God, man. You know what I'm saying? Because, bro, why would you want to use God, bro? Why would you want to use God for blessing, bro? That's one of my biggest fears. But let me tell you something. People be committing that one, too, on a regular basis. And my job is not to try to fit in with what everybody's doing. My job is to stand out and be different. You feel what I'm saying? Man, these people be trying to use God for a blessing. These people do not care about God, bro, at all, bro. They just want the blessings of God. And then after God bless them, bro, they gone, bro. Man, that stuff is sick, bro. I'm the type of person to where when God blesses me, bro, I stay. I stay loyal to God. But you got a lot of these people out here, once God bless them, they run from God, bro. Because they trying to use God for blessings, bro. Stuff is sick, bro. See what I'm saying? That's another one of my biggest fears, bro. But I just wanted to give y'all two of my biggest fears, bro. Peace.